Okay, reapings everybody. Just wanted to do a quick update on a couple of things here with my current, Minecraft series and such. I'm just currently in Automaton in the mining dimension, just going around mining stuff. It is so relaxing, I gotta tell you. Like, there's no mobs, there's a bunch of caves. You can just go around, mine things, and then come back home, drop it all off. It's so nice. It's really like, I'm like, it's nighttime right now here where I am, and I'm about to go to bed, but I figured I want to like just, chill out a little bit with like mining. It's so fun. But yeah, I wanted to quickly talk about Automaton and SevTech. Automaton, nothing really is gonna change, I guess. I'm just, gonna record again soon. I haven't recorded any videos in the last few days. Over the weekend I actually was kind of down with some, I don't know what, stomach thing. I don't know if I ate something bad on Friday or something, but pretty much, the bathroom and me became best friends, let's just say that. So that wasn't too fun, but it's all good, all better again, just rested. But then I had to like work a ton as well, because currently with work it's all super crazy. There's always these phases where close to deadline things get a little bit crazy and lots to do and not a lot of time to do anything else, unfortunately. So yeah, I haven't really been able to play other than today, which is the first time again since the last episode of Automaton that I kind of got to play. No, actually that's not true. I think on Thursday night I played a little bit of SevTech. I started work on my underground base, and I actually did some redecoration in the main base, or in the current base I should say as well. Things I like the changes I made I think are kind of neat. Probably gonna make a video about that at one point as well. But yeah, so now that I'm ready to record again, I want to record again. However, I don't know what it is, but I feel a little bit burnt out on SevTech. I think you could probably, I mentioned that in one video kind of already a little bit. Maybe you could tell. We did the elevator thing last, and that was fun, but, that's not really, it has nothing to do with SevTech itself, I guess. You could have done that in pretty much any mod pack that has, like, better with mods or something. But, yeah, I like to do these things, these little, I guess mostly building and stuff. I like building a lot, and I like to do things like that, like an elevator that's not, it's not necessary or anything. It's just, like, adds something nice to your base, and it looks cool, and, it's very low tech. It's not just like putting down a machine and having stuff happening or something. So I'm really like in the mood for these kind of things, and I've been in that mood for a long time too. And I just feel like the current age we're in SevTech, or just in general, I don't know. I could do other things that we don't have to do, right? Like, I know what we have to do now to progress through the ages, but I don't really have any drive to progress through the ages. Like, there's no reason for me to do this right now, other than, maybe unlock more tech. But I really don't care too much about the mods that's gonna get unlocked in H4 and such. They're cool mods and stuff, but yeah, I just don't really feel like currently playing with them. That might change again. So yeah, I just not really feeling like playing right now, and I don't think it would be fair to anyone to, if I just force myself to play an episode. It wouldn't be particularly fun for me. The episode probably wouldn't be very good, so it wouldn't be really good for you guys either if you're interested in that series and so on, right? So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I don't know how long, I honestly, I change my minds quite often. Or my mind. I only have one mind. Maybe I have several minds. I change it quite often, so it's possible that, in a couple of days I suddenly really want to play again. And maybe, usually when you take a break, that helps a lot too, to just like step away from it for a while, consume other content for a bit, like for example Automaton or something else, or completely different games that are not Minecraft related, and then come back all refreshed with new ideas and such. There's definitely things I want to do that I had planned, but I feel like a lot of it also kind of depends on me just finishing up the new base. It's either finishing up the new base or just settling in that cave we have with the river, which again is something it's kind of conflicting right now, right? Like I do want to settle in that cave a little bit more because it's such a cool cave, but at the same time I feel like, oops, I feel like if I do that, then why am I building this underground ziggurat thing? And I may actually just turn the ziggurat into a blood magic area in its own. You know, I would go with the theme, with the whole like offering and stuff, lots of blood everywhere. And that might be it, who knows, or like, you know, later we can add more stuff to it, but it's just a lot of work, right, like right now. So I feel like with the time I have currently, I'd rather spend it on making more progress in different packs or different things, such as this. I also like was playing, you know, on my second channel I was playing Detroit Become Human, so that definitely took up some time as well, but that game is done. I finished that game, so that freed up as well, so I don't have to worry about that currently. Well, worry is not the right word, but you know, I don't have to like allocate time for that, I suppose. Not that they take a lot of time, because I just play them and cut them into pieces. Like I don't really have to do any editing or off-camera stuff, you know. So when it comes to Minecraft, there's always a lot of things you do off-camera. Like I have, since the last episode of SevTech, I have played I don't know, 10 hours or so at least, just, you know, preparing things, working on stuff, cleaning up stuff, nothing that would be useful for any like video content or something. And that's fine, you know, I mean, that's part of the game, that's just what you do. I'm not complaining about that really, I'm just saying that, you know, that's kind of what consumes my time, and it's not, you know, it's not useful for any videos or something, so couldn't record something there, I guess. But anyway, I'm rambling. I always ramble. So yeah, I think a little bit of a break from SevTech until I feel refreshed, and then we come back. I don't know how long it takes, but I think it's better to let you guys know, you know, that I want to kind of like chill out on that a little bit instead of just like not recording and not uploading, and then you know, you guys who are interested in that series wondering what happened to it. That wouldn't be fair either, would it? There's also a new pack that I really wanted to look at, but I really should just not start a second pack. I should just focus on one. I mean, there are some advantages to having two packs running, but if there are packs that are grindy or require a lot of off-camera stuff, it just consumes way too much time. But the pack I was looking into was Exoria, I think it's called. It's kind of like a new, you know, like it's similar to Regrowth or something. There was a pack for 1.7 where you just spawn in this desolated biome, and you kind of have to well, I guess regrow it again or something, and it involved a lot of like magic mods and stuff. But Exoria is a little bit different, but it also like kind of starts out with some magic stuff. I think you like right at the beginning you have creative mana pools from Botania. Kind of interesting approach to it. And you know, these type of packs aren't too, well, they don't look too grindy, because they're more like, I kind of see them similar to something like Skyblock, where your goal isn't really to build up a fancy base and town or, you know, something. It's more focusing on making actual progress, getting through the pack, kind of seeing the completion of all the quests as the goal of the pack, and just striving for that. Probably don't want to have everything messy just sitting around, but you know, you probably wouldn't spend maybe too much time investing in bases and stuff. I mean, some people do, but it's one of those packs where, like, you know, once I would be done with the quest, I don't see much of a point to keep playing in it with it anymore. So not really a point in setting up a lot of like you know, giant bases and stuff. There's smaller things you can make. You can build nice things on a smaller scale, I should say. So that would have been something I would be interested to just check it out. I've watched a couple of videos. I saw this new guy. Well, he's not new. For me, he's new. I think it's called, oh god, let me double check. Okay, just wanted to make sure I get the name right. 47 Mark IV. Yeah, that's it. 47 Mark IV. Lots of numbers in that name. I just discovered him the other day, and he's playing Foolcraft and Exoria, so that's kind of where I saw the pack and saw a little bit of like what's it about, how it plays, and then I checked out some other people's videos just that made like more progress, just to see how the later game stuff works and so on. And it seems interesting. Again, it seems to focus a lot of magic. Later's a little bit of like actually additions and stuff, which is not really one of my favorite mods, but I could deal with it. But it also has future no, is it Feature Pack or Feature Tag? I forgot what the mod itself is called. It's a pretty interesting mod that I've always wanted to mess with, but just never had a reason to, I guess. It's a very complex mod though, or I should say a very big mod. It offers a lot. It has this crazy research system and everything. But anyway, that's just a pack that looked interesting to me. But I don't think we should start this instead of like SevTech or something. I don't know. If I was more into streaming again, if I would still be doing that more, I think that would be a good, pack for that kind of stuff. And I was actually thinking to maybe stream SevTech a little bit in the future, because there's a lot of, well, grindy stuff, or, monotonous, is that the word? Stuff, building the base, digging holes, that kind of stuff. So I think that stuff is better for live streams and such, where you can actually like have a conversation with people, while mining away and stuff. It's not so great for video, really. Maybe something I'll think about in the future, but yeah, not sure. But yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. So, Automaton will probably continue very soon, having quite a bit of fun, and this is more of a series where I like to build too. So we're gonna focus on that, but also make some progress. I hate the word rush, because like, I don't like rushing packs, but at the same time I also don't like dragging out things. A, it becomes stale, and B, the longer I drag out a pack or a game in general, for me personally, the higher the chances that I won't be playing it after a while. I have this like thing, I talked about that in a previous update video, I don't remember which one, where it seems like most games interest me for like up to 30 hours or something. There seems to be this weird time frame that always, it seems to be always like around 30 hours, at which point I kind of get a little bit bored of games for some reason. I just like to play a variety of things, I don't like selling for one particular game. So, and with SevTech, for example, just as a reference, I have been playing 7 point something days, like if you look at the statistic, like full days. So that's for me, for my standards, that's a lot. For a lot of other people, that is probably not a lot. But I tend to switch games quite often. But yeah, so I don't want to rush through Automaton, but at the same time I also want to make progress, and I want to make sure I finish it, because this is a questing pack and there is a specific ending, and I see this more as a small series. I don't want this to be like 50 episodes. Oh shit, 50 episodes or something. We are at 11, I think, or something. So I don't know. I'm guessing it would go up to like between 20 and 30 or something would be ideal. I think that's a nice length for a small pack. And then just move on to something else. I'm still working on my own pack too, on Serious Remnants. It's a pack I made for 1.11. But I'm trying to update it for 1.12 with some changes. Some changes I have that I quite like. So that's gonna still take a while, but the more I play other packs, the less time I have to work on my own. But yeah, who knows? And maybe, if I finish Automaton and I'm still interested in Exoria, maybe we'll start it then. Or maybe I'll be stupid and start it sooner along Automaton. I probably really shouldn't. I'm just worried that there's like, it doesn't look too bad at the beginning. Same with like SevTech. That's the thing, right, about these packs. Like SevTech, for example, had this the early game, right? The first, let's say, 2 ages. Well, not including the tutorial, right? So like age 0, 1, and 2, I should say. They had a really nice pace. They had a really interesting gameplay style. Setting up all these like cool infrastructures with the horses and better with mods, saws and stuff, that was super fun. And then just after that, it becomes, just almost a bit more generic than it used to be. But I like that stuff. I like this like early tech stuff and so on. So, and Exoria seems kind of like similar in where like you early on there's just so much to do that you don't really have to grind. Like I could, from a recording point of view, I could record an episode, end the episode, and almost immediately start recording again for the next episode, just because there's so much to do. There's not a lot of downtime in between. I'm just worried that like after, you know, after several hours into the pack, suddenly there's something that becomes really grindy or something, you know, where I have to stand there for 2 hours sifting for one item that we can then use for like the next 2 minutes or something. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. Do I sound lazy? Yes. Yes, I'm very lazy. But no shame. No shame at all. So yeah, okay, rambling again. I'll stop it here. Like I said, Automaton soon, very soon. SevTech, probably a little bit on ice for now. Hopefully you guys understand. I'm sorry if that disappoints anyone. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I also want to make some more like mod spotlights of some mods I have in mind. But yeah, we shall see how that goes. Alright, thanks a lot for listening, guys. Hope you have a good day, good night, whatever. And I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.